Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Tiya. I'm from International Business Administration 6B. Today, I will presentation job sheet 6 about projects management. Okay, the first, organization of project team. Proper project team organization is one of the key constraints to project success. If the project has no productive and well-organized teams, there is an increased probability that this project will be failed at the very beginning because initially the team is unable to do the project in the right manner. 2. Estimate, planning, and control activity. Project cost estimation is the process of predicting the quantity, cost, price of the resources required by the scope and a project. Such cost estimation is about the prediction of cost rather than counting the actual cost in certain degree and uncertainty is involved. And 3. Network analysis. Network analysis holds a prominent place in Geographic Information System or GIS. This is a reflection of the earliest GIS data models that were implemented, its broad usefulness across domain areas, and its potential for future development. Okay, the second, critical path methods or CPM. The critical path method, CPM, also known as critical path analysis (CPA), is a scheduling procedure that uses a network diagram that depicts a project and the sequence of the tasks requirement to complete it, which are known as paths. Once the paths are defined, the duration of each path is calculated by an algorithm to identify the critical path, which determines the total duration of the project. 4. Project evaluation and review techniques. In project management, the project evaluation review technique or PERT is used to identify the time it takes to finish a particular task or activity. It's a system that helps in proper scheduling and coordination of all tasks through a project. It also helps in keeping track of the progress or lack of the overall project. 5. Benefit and limitation of the network analysis approach. To implement a PERT chart 3.1, identify the different tasks needed to complete a project. Make sure to add this in the right order and indicate the duration of each task. 2. Create a network diagram. Use arrow to represent the activities and use nodes as milestones. And 3. Determine the critical path and possible slides. Okay, the second, proper project team organization is one of the key constraints to project success. If the project has a productive and well-organized team, there's increased probability that this project will be failed at the very beginning because initially the team is unable to do the project in the right manner. Without right organization of teamwork, people who form the team will fail with performing a number of specific roles and carrying out a variety of group or individual responsibility. Scheduling procedure that uses a network diagram to depict a project and assigns the last requirement to complete which are known as paths. Once the paths are defined, the duration of each path is calculated by an algorithm to identify the critical paths, which determines the total duration of the project. Okay, here I have a video that explains about project management.
The management of ongoing tasks requires a different approach to the management of one-off tasks. Project management is about getting these temporary endeavours complete on time and on budget. The sad truth is that for one reason or another, most projects fail to meet their objectives. So here's some weapons you can add to your arsenal to make sure your project has the best chance of success. Firstly, make sure all stakeholders agree in granular detail on the final outcome of the project. By agreeing about deliverables at the outset of a project, you'll guard against the scope growing monstrously out of control. Planning is 80% of project management. Remember the 6 Ps. Proper planning prevents poor project performance. There's a lot of great tools that can help you keep track of your project. Use these during your planning. Before building your team, consider the skills and know-how you'll need to complete the project. Then compare that list with the people you have. Add and subtract people as necessary. Make sure you consider how information will flow where it is needed and that all stakeholders know what's happening. Prepare for stormy seas by considering what risks your project might be exposed to and plan how to best navigate to avoid or mitigate them. If you've planned properly, implementation of your project should be like conducting an orchestra, keeping the various players in check with clear, constant communication and leadership. After completing the project, report on what was done well and what could have been done better. This way your team will be better positioned to tackle their next project. Remember, anyone can complete a project by throwing more time and money at it. The real challenge is to achieve a quality outcome using the least time and money. To summarize, to make sure your project is completed on time, on budget, meeting its scope, and in a quality manner, remember that planning is paramount. Fiercely guard against scope creep by getting solid agreement on the required deliverables. Make sure you know about and use available project management tools. Think about the skills your project needs before building your team. Think hard about what risks your project could face. Communicate like an orchestral conductor during implementation. And don't forget, review, reflect, and report on your project's successes and shortcomings so your team learns from the experience.
Okay, thanks for your watching and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.